Hello everyone, I wanted to do a weekend update. So it's the Saturday the 11th. I have my final weigh-in for this week. Looks like I came in at 288, so I don't know if you can see it. It's 288 for the week, so pretty good overall. If I can just, I should have probably done this earlier, right? But let me compare it to Sunday's weigh-in, kind of see where it looks. So for the week, that comes out to 8.1 pounds. So if you haven't tried carnivore, definitely try carnivore because it's super worth it. Definitely does what it says it does. I know for me, when I go to do carnivore, it's I have like a reset period. If I haven't been doing it, it's like 3 to 5 days sometimes. And so if you look at like my data from the beginning of the week, so it's like stays the same for 3 days. So it's like 296, 295, and then 295. It stays pretty much the same. And then I have a drastic drop on Wednesday, so it goes from 295 to 292, and then it stays like 292, 291, 290, and then a drastic drop again for this morning's weigh-in to 288. So that's usually how it goes for me. It'll be like half a pound to 9/10 of a pound for several days, and then it'll be a drastic like 2 pound loss. And so definitely know that it's not because I'm dehydrated, because I make sure I drink a ton of water each day. So I want to maintain that water. But yeah, so on track. I have, I think, I want to say 71 more days or 70 more days until the Bataan Death March. So I'm trying to lose as much weight as possible. So hopefully staying on track with that. This The hard part is going to be the team update, or the team trip that I have coming up in the first week of February. So that's where I usually end up stalling or gaining weight. So just gonna have to make sure that I take the snack food that I can eat with me, and then just make sure that I'm eating the correct meals while I'm out there, so I'm not gaining or stalling my weight, because I want to try to lose as much as possible before then. Um, yeah, I'll probably do it for this video. I'll show a like a timeline of where I looked, so I have the data for since 2020. So just kind of show you like some of the ups and downs that I've had, and then I'll kind of zoom in on like what this weight losses look like, and you'll see there's like a stall in there from I want to say around the end of October until about a week ago. I was pretty much just trying to maintain during that time and kind of trying out different things. But what I did learn is that for maintenance, I can pretty much do like a 1 to 3 for carnivore. So I could eat, not crazy, but eat a little bit more, and then 3 days carnivore, and then eat a little bit more, 3 days carnivore. That lets me stay within that range. And so as long as I do that pretty consistently, then I can stay within that range. So I'm interested to see when I get down to my ideal weight, which is around 220, that if that process still works. So it's definitely a lot of experimentation going on, and so yeah, that is what it is. So yeah, that's a little update. I'll be back on later. I'm gonna show the stuff that I've done over time. I wanted to include this as well. So here is my 2020 through 2024 weight loss. As you can see, here's pretty much 2020, and then not really sure what happened then at this one, but I decided can't remember what happened, but I decided to stop. I ended up gaining almost all the way back, and then I tried again in 2022 or 2021 for a little bit into 2022. I did pretty decent for the 2021 because I do have a gap right here, so I did go up a smidge, but I was not too bad. I carried it all the way down till around August. This is where I had that event in August of, I want to say it was 2022, when I uh, uh, where I ended up. I went to a water park, and I was going to ride a ride with my daughter, but then found out that I was too heavy, so I couldn't do it. So that ended up setting me back, and so I ended up gaining weight. And then once I had gained a little bit, I stopped. I was like, I'm not going to record this anymore. And then when I checked back in January, I had gained a significant amount again. And so I tried a little bit through January. I didn't try very hard in 2023. I kind of just did it for a little bit and then gave up hope. And then I would check it intermittently throughout 2023. And yeah, you can see I kind of just every time I checked it, it was up. So here's this year 2024. So around February 13th is when I actually started weighing myself. I don't think I actually started the program until like the 15th, but at that point I was up to 404. At my heaviest ever, I was 425. And so at that point, I wasn't really checking my weight at all. So it wasn't until I had lost some weight that I actually started checking it. But when I was living in North Carolina, I was pretty heavy. But here's where I started in February, and you can see I'm pretty consistent through the September time frame, and then this is where it starts to kind of peak off as I start to get close to the holidays and my birthday and stuff. And so I kind of maintain. I did go up a little bit, but pretty much maintained. Uh, if we come down here, you can kind of see. Here's 2024, just this time. So you can see it's um, pretty consistent weight loss for, up until the October time frame, and then it kind of levels out. And then here's that last week or so, and you can see the trend starting off again. Not a whole lot of data yet, but hopefully we keep in the right direction, and everything looks good. But kind of wanted to show you what my struggles are, and so. Like I said, I like to weigh myself every day, so I mean, I have the data for this year pretty much every single day. I think starting in 2024 on February. Like I said, February 15th is when I officially started, um, and so so February 15th through, and you can kind of see I have pretty consistent weight loss through July. Here, this is actually funny because I actually went on vacation here. You can see this is when I went on vacation, and and then here's when I came back from vacation. You can see I gained like not much, like 6 pounds during that time, which is funny because I was eating like crazy. I was eating like at restaurants like several times a day, like, and doing stuff, but we were walking like 20, 30,000 steps at Disney. So it was a lot. So I was able to get back on track once I got back home, and the weight started coming off again. And then finally, I think it was around August, the middle of August, I got below 300. And so for the most part, I did jump back up above it once, but then I think it pretty much stayed below 300 since then. And then the lowest would have been earliest October was 282. So I'm 288 now, so I'm only 6 pounds away from that. So hopefully I can get there next week, but get there and keep going. So this was right about where I was, kind of starting to plateau out. And then I did, on this date, I had a DEXA scan, so I'll share that at a later date, but I have some, kind of composition from that. So that was pretty cool. And then, like I said, through the holidays, I just kind of, maintained. I went up and down. I did touch 300 on December 9th, but I came back, and it looks like, again, on the 16th, I had to double check because I was like, what? But yeah, so pretty much stay below it. And then here's where, the new year kicked off. And then, kind of here's where I'm kind of getting back into carnivore, and you can see I kind of stabilized out. And then once I'm back in ketosis, then everything starts to drop again. So yeah, I just wanted to share that so you can kind of see what my journey's been like.